Coppinger for the year 10-6. The ERA over 5.
Coppinger features a very good fastball and a slider.
And that ball is hit hard between Palmeiro and the bag for extra bases. An opposite field double, just as he delivered in the 8th inning last night to start the New York rally.
Jeter has hit just about every pitch on either two of the fastballs he swung at.
Hits this one in the air to center. Jeter goes back to tag. It's carrying pretty well. Anderson makes the catch, and Jeter will advance to third with 1 out.
Well, he was not able to pull the ball, but he got the job done by hitting the ball deep enough
on the ground. He hits it in the air to deep right. This ball is gone. It isn't Carnegie Hall, but it's as grand a stage short of the World Series as baseball offers, and he is delivering a virtuoso performance.
Well, it's a similar pitch to what he got from Messina last night, the breaking ball out over the plate, and he's able to turn on it. I mean, if you want to be successful against him from the left side, you have to stay on top of him.
Now is 2-2 to Tino Martinez. Is hit sharply to second, and Alomar throws him out. Well, last night, it was the Orioles who got a 2-run homer in the first to take a quick 2-0 lead. Zeal hit it. This time, Williams does it for New York. The Game 1 starters tomorrow afternoon in Game 5 here. He strikes Fielder out to end the New York first. But the Yankees jump on him for 2. Back to Camden Yards right after this. Had his best year in 1995 for Texas when he went 17-7. 3-2 pitch. Walked him. And now here's the Oriole lineup. Here's the 0-1, and it's hit by the diving Martinez. Anderson rounds second. They'll have runners at the corners with nobody out. Now, because Martinez was holding Anderson and Mel Stottlemyre, struck him out.
Excellent pitch there by Rogers. They had pitched him inside to get him looking inside. Just wants him to get him to the 7th. That's really all he wants.
This should get a run home and maybe more. Bernie Williams going back, way back to the fence for the catch. Tagging and scoring is Brady Anderson.
Well, no doubt the ball is carrying a lot better tonight than it was last night. Understand, this is the most pivotal game of a 7-game series.
A little squibber to Martinez. Plays a short hop, goes back to the bag to finish Bonilla, who's still looking for his first hit in this series. Sac fly by Palmeiro cuts the lead in half. One straw homered. And he may have done it again. If it's got the height, it certainly has the distance, and it's into the bleachers. 2 at-bats against Coppinger. 2 home runs. 3-1 New York.
And we've talked about how hard Coppinger throws. Both of the home runs have come on off-speed pitches. He threw a fastball by Gerald Strawberry. He was late on the first pitch.
Problem that he has in driving off that back leg. And it's still evident here tonight in his first AB that he's having problems.
Called strike 3.
He's limping noticeably as he goes back to the dugout.
Stadium. If this were the middle of the year, he wouldn't be playing today, and he might, in fact, be on at least the 15-day disabled list. Coppinger with a nice play. And throwing Duncan out. But in these important games, O'Neill's practically begging Torrey to pencil him in, and he's just trying to gut his way through it.
You know what he told me tonight, Bob?
The 3-2 pitch. In the air to right. Bonilla going back. Turns the other way, almost to the fence, to make the catch. Strawberry opens the inning with a homer. Then Coppinger sets down the next three. It's 3-1 New York. Of the Hiroshima Carp. Hit solidly. Jeter dives, smothers it from his knees. He got it.
You talk about a big league play. That is a big league play. To be able to dive and throw from your knees and throw that accurately.
Center field, Bernie Williams coming on, digging hard, gets there. Two nice defensive plays by the Yankees here in the second in this game with pitching changes and whatnot. 3-2 pitch. Devereaux strikes out. Rogers works a perfect second with the help of his defense, and it's still 3-1 Yanks.
Quite as good as what we had.
As we watch Derek Jeter at the plate, Boog, let me ask you just real quickly. Davey Johnson, he was a teammate of yours. Did you feel he was managerial material?
No doubt about it. Ted Williams used to come in the clubhouse all the time in Baltimore, and Davey had him over in the corner for about 45 minutes talking about hitting. And
Brooks Robinson, Frank Robinson. Earl Weaver makes the Hall of Fame as their manager. Called strike three. Boggs now 0 for 2 tonight and hitless since his first at-bat of the playoffs. 20.
Well, everyone was set up inside, though, Bob, and he threw it outside.
Here's the payoff. Grounded to first. Palmeiro to Coppinger covering. And for the first time, Coppinger does not have a rocky inning, a 1-2-3 third. That's nippy. Jones. Former Brave. A drive to right center. Very well hit. And on its way out of here. On a 3-2 pitch, Hoyles makes it 3-2. The Orioles back to within a run.
Al, we talked about staying on Kenny Rogers.
25 of them during the regular year. Now here's Anderson, who hit twice that many. And he launches one to right. O'Neill to the track. And not quite.
Well, both of those pitches were up. I think that's where Kenny Rogers gets in trouble.
3-1 pitch. Hit hard, and it's by Boggs at third base. Brazil's second hit of the night.
I tell you what, Boggs is probably lucky he didn't get a glove on this ball.
He struck out his first time up. A switch hitter who's a bit better from the left side. But this will do. Into right for a hit. Does Zeal challenge O'Neill? He does not. He stops at second. Texas in his start in the division series. In trouble here in the third in Baltimore. But he strikes Palmeiro out.
And that's why you do not send him, because if he does make a good pitch, then you're out of the inning.
Well, here it is one more time. This is a breaking ball from Rogers.
2 on, 2 out. Hit sharply toward the hole. Jeter backhands. A peg to second is in time to get the diving Alomar for the force. They get a run on the Hoyles homer, but then they strand two, and the Yankees cling to a 1-run lead. Cardinals, who have the 2-1 lead now on the Braves, looking for the upset. Tino Martinez smacks one to right, but right at Bobby Bonilla for the first out. The Cardinals win today at home. Best team because of the depth of their starting pitching and Wohlers in the bullpen jump.
Yes.
2-0 pitch is rolled to Alomar. And that's the second out in the Yankee fourth. Go ahead, Joe. Oh, wait 1 second. Here we go with Darryl Strawberry coming to the plate. Let's turn it over to you.
Fastball. He got it and fouled it back.
And this ball is whacked up the middle. It's not a home run. But Coppinger still hasn't figured out how to retire him.
Well, he's flirting in dangerous territory every time he gets the ball down and out over the plate to Strawberry. He threw one up and away for strike.
Their liabilities sometimes defensively then you have to start thinking the other way.
The 2-1 pitch hit in the air to left center field and hit very well. Devereaux's going back, but this one is gone.
That'll cure that limp right there.
He doesn't have to sprint around the bases.
And he's not limping, Bob. Look.
Well, you know, when you touch one off, it improves your stride.
It gives you a great home run trot, I'll tell you that.
Opposite field home run for O'Neill, the third Yankee homer of the night in a row. Make it 8 in a row before giving up a single to Strawberry, and then the homer to O'Neill with 2 outs in this inning. Now Duncan smacks one to dead center. Brady Anderson on the run. This one bounces over the fence for a double. Teeing off on Coppinger in the 4th. 314, but he's not the most selective hitter. Struck out over 100 times. That's high for a guy who hits leadoff a lot. Popped into right, and it looks like that will finish the Yankee 4th. They score a couple, they leave a couple, and they're up by 3.
6 to 8 inches after making the grab off the outside corner.
And a leadoff walk. Rogers' second walk issued a free pass to Brady Anderson, the first hitter he faced.
Torrey wants this game, and if need be, he's going to be gone.
It bounces away from Girardi, and on to second goes Ripken. Wild pitch.
Pitching, and you can't let that destroy what they've done already tonight and let the Orioles back in this ball game.
A liner to right. O'Neill has it fall in front of him. Ripken stops at third. And the Orioles have something going in the 4th. The Orioles have no speed on the bases in this situation with Ripken at third and Incaviglia at first. Incaviglia goes, and the ball is slapped in the right. A run comes home, and Incaviglia will make third. He isn't fast, but they sent him, and that's why it's first and third instead of first and second.
Well, that's a gutsy call by Davy Johnson because
5-3 New York, and a 1-2 pitch coming from Weathers to Hoyles. Slow roller. It'll get a run home. Boggs only playing to first, and he gets him there. It's 5-4, and the tying run moves up into scoring position.
2-3-3. See if he's using pumps here. Should be a fastball.
Here's Duncan to backhand and a whirling throw. A good play to get him. Anderson is retired.
in field. Mark Lemke, one of the fine second bases, a very tiny glove in Atlanta.
Jeter gets Zeal at first. The Orioles come back with two. They leave the potential tying run at third. And it's 5-4 New York after four. Fifth, Surhoff, who delivered a pinch hit, stays in the game, plays left field. Rogers is gone, but Coppinger remains, facing Boggs. And Surhoff's going to get a chance right away.
This team has gotten him back into the ball game, and they're leaving him out there.
A roller to Alomar, and that takes care of Williams.
Well, that's what you want. If you're Coppinger, you want to keep the ball in on Williams.
The 1-2. Popped up. Zeal calls. Coppinger works a 1-2-3 fifth. It's just a one-run lead. Bottom of the fifth. Alomar, Palmeiro, and Bonilla, and a base hit. Probably extra bases for Alomar down into the corner. And a tying run in scoring position to start the fifth. Robbie now 2 for 3, a single and a double.
Well, it's a hanging breaking ball, and
here's the 2-1 pitch. in the air to left, and that's not going to accomplish what Palmeiro and the Orioles had in mind. Strawberry with the catch.
I talked to Graham Lloyd yesterday, Bob, and I asked him, I said, are you healthy? You really feel good? He said, I'm ready to pitch.
And this ball is hit deep to center. Back goes Bernie Williams to the track for the catch. Alomar tags and advances to third, but with 2 outs.
Well, the failure by Palmeiro.
Out of glove, it's almost like a first baseman's glove. They always try to catch him kind of backhand.
2-1 pitch. Boggs on the short hop. Ripken's retired. They leave Alomar at third. And the Yankees hold on to a 1-run lead. And a bouncer to Alomar. All the time in the world. 1 out.
Just saw the hard breaking ball that he throws, but he can handle left-handed hitters very well.
Went hard and got that good breaking ball. Straw's given just a little bit.
The 2-2 pitch.
Yes.
Got him.
Yeah, that'll do it every time. 93-mile-an-hour fastball one more time from Arthur Rhodes. He's throwing hard, real hard.
A pop-up that may stay in play. Zeal near the coach's box has it. Rhodes comes in and is very effective. To the bottom of the 6th, the Camden Yards, 5-4 Yanks.
But with good movement, moving away from Eddie.
And it's popped up back of second. Jeter is retreating into left center, and this time he's calling emphatically as he makes the catch. After a couple of misadventures earlier in this series. Oh, those long-standing antagonisms are tough to let go of, aren't they? Bernie Williams in center. Surhoff is retired.
Bob, if you think I'm bad about pitchers, Sparky Anderson, he had a lifetime average in major leagues of 190. He hated his own pitchers.
A broken bat looper and a base hit. Good night for Hoyles. 2 for 3, and the one time he was retired, he brought home a run on a ground out. Graham Lloyd, who has been effective in the past with the Brewers, away from Brady Anderson. So the man from down under comes from over the top. And this one is popped up. Jeter says to Strawberry, get out of here. This is mine. And that finishes Baltimore in the 6th. Lloyd comes in, does his job, and it remains 5-4 New York. To it now. Alan Mills comes into the game. And a roll at a short. Ripken to Palmeiro. And Duncan is out to start the 7th.
That young fella could play a little bit too, Jose Cardinal.
Girardi strikes out.
Well, Girardi may have taken one for the team because he had to take a 2-0 fastball right down the middle. The pitcher, but these Orioles have some good fastball hitters on their ball club.
A called strike 3. Mills works a perfect 7th, fanning 2 in the process. Stretch time in Baltimore. Rolled 6'2" and 168. His numbers for the year.
If you're facing a guy that throws that hard, when they start doing the corner stuff on you, it makes it that much tougher.
Zeal. Boggs has a tough play across the diamond to get him.
I tell you what, that was a much more difficult play than it appeared because he had to fight it for the hop. He had to fight over to move toward the line.
But he pulled it together more or less, and they rallied a bit, and now it's a ball game. Hit to short. Jeter takes care of Alomar.
We talked about the Yankees having the 2nd best defense in the league this year. Texas was supposedly the best. Right?
Hit hard and speared by Martinez. Wow, what a play. After 7, 5-4 New York.
calls it foul.
Boggs to the plate here in the 8th, breaks his bat, loops one into shallow center. Ripken goes out. Anderson comes in and calls him off for the catch. Let's go back to the bottom of the 7th. And tries to wait on it, lifts it to right center field. The ball carrying tonight, and it bounces over the wall for a double. Williams speeding around second, but called back.
Well, that's another high breaking ball out over the plate. He threw a couple of fastballs.
Bernie Williams touches him for a double. So now Orozco comes in.
Yes, doesn't matter to him.
They won all 4 games, the 4 games they needed. 3 wins and a save. Base hit. Williams being waved home by Randolph, and now he stops him. First he was waving him on, and now he stops him.
Just a sac fly here is big for New York.
And it's a chopper. It'll be very hard to turn 2 here. Their only play is at first. Just about the only kind of ball that Cecil Fielder can hit on the infield where you wouldn't have a chance to get a double play. It becomes an RBI ground out as Williams speeds across from third.
Romero, now he doesn't have to walk anyone because he has a 2-run lead.
And maybe more. Deep left, way back. And just over the wall for the second homer of the night for Darryl Strawberry. The best laid, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
0-2 to Soho. Toward the hole, Alomar makes that play all the time, pegs him out. But the Yankees throw 3 up on the board in the top of the 8th and break a close game open.
Because he's going to have 2 days off, Sunday and Monday.
Into shallow right center with Williams sprinting in, and it falls in front of him. Ripken with a wide turn, but he'll hold it first in this situation, down by 4. In a 1-run game, it might have been worth a gamble.
Strawberry in right, I guess, and maybe put Raines in left.
Murray goes the opposite way for a hit. Now, again, you can't assume that any of this would have happened necessarily. Wetland getting up. Surhoff to the plate. And this ball is hit into right. It will fall in front of O'Neill, who has no chance with the bum leg, and the bases are loaded on 3 consecutive singles, and that brings the tying run to the plate. And down he goes. So that's the first out.
Well, if he wasn't serious to start this inning,
Do not give him a pitch inside that he can handle.
You're right. Struck him out with the high heat. So he fans Hoyles and then Anderson. 75 home runs between them.
And that's a 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
And a high pop back of second base. Jeter wants it. Wow. The Orioles leave the bases loaded, and they had them loaded with nobody out. 8 for New York.
defensive play by the Yankees tonight. Big play by Jeter. Line drive caught by Tino Martinez. I mean, they've done it all. And when you get that kind of a performance out of the bullpen, after you load the bases and nobody out, you're sitting kind of pretty.
Strawberry and the entire infield, they played very good defense.
Well, Terry Matthews making quick work of the Yankees here in the ninth. Still up there. 2 up, 2 down on strikes. Here's Boggs. He goes the other way, but Surhoff is there to take it. And Wade goes 0 for 5 for the night. The Yankees take an 8-4 lead to the bottom of the ninth.
And to close out the ball game for the Yankees.
And every once in a while, Joe, when you get in somebody's bullpen,
like it used to be, and make all 3 rounds best of 7, because there's more of a chance of a fluke upset. Alomar pokes it toward Boggs, who goes to his knees to make the catch, for the first out. There's more of a chance of a fluke upset in the first round.
I agree with you.
So if you take it to 7, there's less of a chance that the lesser team... And down goes Palmeiro.
Off.
By itself, I think it just walks away. And a high pop-up that's going to leave Bonilla 0 for 5, hitless for the series, and the Orioles in a 3-1 hole. There's the Chevrolet MVP, no doubt about it, the player of the game.